मैं खड़ी हूँ सुडोकू. Books bring people together. So let's see how books bring people together. Sir से बात करेंगे हम directly. And hello sir.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. So
Hey, I'm Amitesh Raj. I come here to present Tsundoku. Tsundoku is a Japanese word.
Tsundoku.
Yes.
Okay.
Tsundoku means in Japanese it's a word which is used for people who have more books than they can ever read in their lifetime. So this is a word that caught my fancy quite a while back, and it so happened that I found myself as being a Tsundoku as well. We buy books and we read some, and some stay on our shelves for a long time until someone motivates us to read it again.
Yeah.
And this very fact about getting people to
हाँ,
motivate each other to read books is what.
पढ़ के होने के बाद में आप क्या करोगे ना बुक का?
Yes, yes,
share ना?
share those books as well.
हाँ.
Yeah, so this thing about getting motivated from others to read our books drove me into this thing that I wanted to build something.
So इस ऐप का स्ट्रक्चर क्या है और मॉडल क्या है? Explain that.
Okay, so this app is like Facebook or Tinder, let's say, wherein it brings people who love reading together on one platform. I don't know what if there are any other platforms wherein you can actually meet people. So this platform is to help people create meaningful discussions, help stimulate their brains
What are the
through discussion.
advantages while people are connecting throughout the books? Because books are such a thing that you can't fake it out. अगर
Yeah.
आपने पढ़ी नहीं है तो आप उसके बारे में बात नहीं कर पाओगे.
And that's a fact. And there's also another thing. When you read a book, you probably absorb maybe around 20% of what you have read. Okay, and when you discuss that book with other people who've read that already, you tend to get a lot more insights, and the absorption actually grows up. So we all read our books in silos and never actually setting out to discuss. Some people do show off kind of that they've read books or whatever, but then in order to establish some healthy discussion around intellectual material that you might have read, or maybe want to discuss characters in a particular novel that you have read, the plot that you have read,
favorite character of yours,
yes,
which character you like the most, and there's a lot of things.
there's lots of things that can happen, but these kind of interactions are very difficult to come by.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was basically make that kind of thing happen through a platform which I was not finding anywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
So you build it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank
And
you.
like, what's your journey throughout? Why you started? Like,
So
apart from
yeah. So I worked
the
24 years
thinking-
in the IT industry. Last year I quit my job because I I, I had this feeling inside that I wanted to do something. And then I spent about 6 months trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. I won't say that I had any clear idea, concept about what I wanted to do before
Yeah,
I left
we
my
figure
job.
out while we do.
Yes, so I had bunch of ideas and I started working on them in parallel. There are a couple of other things that I'm working on as of now.
Like?
There are apps for physiotherapy. There are apps for a marketplace, etc. These are things that are currently in the works. I also wanted to play around somewhere in aeronautics, etc. But I think that's a far-fetched idea right now. I shouldn't be even talking about it. It's just a
It's
dream.
okay.
It's just a dream right now.
It's okay. Dream will come true if you
Yeah, we'll see.
chase.
We'll see how it happens. Yeah. So for some time, for about 6 months, I happened to just try to discover what I wanted to do. I happen to come from a different technical background. Yes, IT, but not from mobile application development. So I spent some time exploring the technology, the various different programming paradigms that exist, the languages. So I probably iterated through doing the same thing in 3 or 4 different platforms, so starting with native Android, going into Kotlin, then Dart. Then someone suggested, why don't you explore Flutter? And I was like, okay, what is Flutter? Then I delved into it. I started working in the. Finally, I ended up developing the whole thing using Flutter.
Uh,
Yeah, and the backend is in the cloud. So learning backend cloud was also a new thing for me. Being in the managerial role, you get to encounter all those technologies, but you don't really do hands-on. So one good thing about what happened in all this is that I went back to being hands-on to something that I like to do.
And that's the
Okay.
most important thing I must say in life. When you do a lot of things,
Yes.
like IT and like a
Uh-huh.
lot of things,
Uh-huh.
I want to highlight one thing, that a youngster
Mm-hmm.
want to perceive a passion,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't perceive because of a settled income, settled set of
Mm-hmm.
sector or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to highlight that how one can convince their parents, convince their family, or at what age you should start something new? Because you said you have given 24 years to IT sector.
Yes.
After that, you switched
Yes.
to, it's a big switch, I guess.
So, one of the things that is always in your mind is the financial stability. So you have to, I mean, if you come with a background which gives you that kind of freedom, then you should start young. Otherwise, of course, if you are so inclined that you have to do it, by all means go about it. But then you have to have people from your family on board. You don't live
Yeah,
a
you
solo
need
life.
support.
you
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 need
you
support
don't
from
live a
your.
solo life. That's how I'll say. You are part of a system.
Yeah.
Okay, if you fall apart from that system, the whole system falls apart.
Someone need to
Yes,
hold you with you're going wrong, or you're going
exactly.
here and there, and someone needs to guide you ना जब आप गलत जा रहे हो.
Yes, you need people to hold you
हाँ
accountable.
हाँ.
um,
Who will keep a track of you कि आप कहाँ जा रहे हो. You might have discussed the technical aspects or the
mhm.
ideas aspect with your wife as well. So
My
like,
wife has been one of the most the strongest support that I have
oh,
when I embarked on this journey. It wouldn't have happened if she wasn't on board. So
huh.
we
So
spent quite a considerable amount of
what
time
are
discussing this.
their ideas, or how do you like how do you interact with in terms of ideas or certain things like that? I want to focus on that as well.
Okay.
So because you are not on a solo journey,
So
you
here is the
have
thing.
your family or
I
certain
have
things.
I have a motto which says if you have a problem, you'll find a solution. But if it is not a problem, if there is no solution, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So I had a problem, and I discussed that problem. And my problem was that I wasn't probably feeling satisfied doing what
What
I was doing. I mean, I had full support from my
हाँ,
organization, full support from my managers.
but
So,
it's not.
but then somehow I always had this feeling: is this what I am supposed to be doing?
हाँ,
Okay,
हाँ.
you're working for money or you're working
Money is
for
not
passion.
everything,
After some
the
time,
satisfaction.
yes. So I said,
After,
let me explore, let me
हाँ,
experiment. What is the worst that can happen? Whatever is the worst, let's prepare
हाँ,
for
हाँ.
that first, and then jump into it.
So the idea of thinking about the worst, it hold you back somewhere in the starting phase of
In
what
yes,
else you're elsewhere you're building the app, or I would say the idea
before you
or
do, see,
anything like that.
as they say, it's a leap of faith.
हाँ,
All right. So why do we say leap of faith? The reason being that you are not sure what you're doing.
हाँ,
Okay. I mean, in some cases, you probably know what you're trying to build,
yeah.
but in some cases, it so happens that you have a certain idea,
But you
and
don't
it
know
is
about the reason now.
you don't
Result
know
now.
you don't know about the result. You probably also don't know if this is exactly what the market wants. So over a period of time,
How
as
will
you
people
iterate,
react to what you
so
have?
you iterate over it, you think over it, you talk to people. Some people will tell you very good things about it, some will
Yeah.
be super critical about it.
How do you take the criticism then? Because I feel for some
I
people
don't
to
feel
tackle the
demotivated.
criticism
I
is
don't
quite
feel
difficult.
demotivated if someone is criticizing me. I take it in the stride. I am thinking whether there is something for me to correct do right based on what they have told me.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you keep your mind
There's
open,
two things. It's constructive criticism or it's criticism kind of stuff. So
criticism for
you
the
have to
sake of,
analyze first. One
I
want
don't
to pull.
distinguish.
Huh.
I don't distinguish between them,
Okay.
constructive or non-constructive. I look all of them positively.
Okay.
Is there something for me to learn from it?
Uh,
Okay, my pitch from the day I came here
huh.
has changed drastically. Okay, I came with a certain pitch, and I learned as people came to this stall, they spoke to me. They spent, I think, 15-20 minutes talking to me, giving me ideas, telling me, you should have posters there,
Huh.
these
Huh.
posters there, this is looking empty, fill this place up.
Huh.
And I'm thankful to those. The next thing I did is I ran down to the print shops, got these things printed. Yes, I'm short of staff, I'm short of
Huh.
time, but still I took those feedbacks very positively and said, there's something to learn.
Huh.
So let's not distinguish between the kind of feedback that is coming in. All
Yeah.
feedback is welcome, positive, negative, critical feedback for the sake of criticism, that's also welcome. They may have something in their
Huh.
head. So how do you convince them? Ultimately, when I go to my
Huh.
customers, I cannot say, hey, he's not interested, let's walk for it. No, he may have some
You
genuine
have to
concern.
take in.
They may have some genuine concern, so let's solve
Yeah.
those. Let's answer that.
And let's talk about your model. Would you like to
Yeah, so
practically show us?
yeah, I have a testing version right now available on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Please
sure.
go ahead.
So here you have. Probably I can share with you a video of this running
Yeah,
later on also. But
yeah,
basically,
you can. But shortly, if you can explain.
yes. So here is the app, and the most important part of this app is actually the groups that you create. Okay, so you create a group. Let's say I'm interested in reading business books.
Hmm.
Okay, so I have created a business book group, and then I invite other people to join me. I can chat with these people. Okay, and I can share with them the books that I have. Physical books sharing I'm talking about here. Please note that I'm not sharing any e-books here. It's illegal, I think,
Yeah,
to share
yeah,
e-books without permission of the author.
yeah.
Okay, so these are the catalog entries of the books that I, for testing purposes, have made an entry of. All right, the other people will be able to see the books that I have and probably start an engaging conversation. I suggest you start by creating conversation groups in the area that you live or the place where you work. So you have a conversation group here. Um, let's go back in here. All right, so coming back to the business group, I can have chats, I can see libraries. You can invite the people that you want to. Okay, and start a conversation. But before you do that, what you should actually do is you should catalog the books that you have or the books that you like to read. So you would catalog your books in here. The way you do that is through this, and it does an ISBN scan, and the ISBN scan will pull the data from the internet and present the information on the book in these fields. Okay, so I am not going to be able to show that here right now because I don't have a book to
Yeah.
scan. Yeah, but I promise to share with you a video of how to do that.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
course you can.
so you catalog all the books. The next thing that you do is you categorize them. So I call them libraries. I created a library called business books, and the books, these books are the ones that you saw earlier.
Got it. And lastly, when the app is going to be live on the Play Store or
Yeah,
on
two
whichever
two
platform.
important things that I will share with you. It's a subscription-based model. So the subscription values could be 50, 100, 150, 200 per month, or you will have an annual plans as well. Depends on the kind of usage, number of books, number of groups, number of interactions, etc. It will also have a free tier, people who just want to explore the things.
Yeah.
Um, the app is in this final phase. It's gonna get launched in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
So I want to highlight the app is going to launch after 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
Are you not like you are not sure about the dates?
So
as of now,
so
so
they,
that people can at least check out?
there are some technical issues that crop up in the 11th of hour. We had a
Okay.
earlier release date,
हाँ हाँ.
which was supposed to be probably about the 20th of, not the 20th, the 12th of December.
Okay.
Okay, unfortunately, we got stuck with, I mean, software, right?
It's
It's
okay. It
being
happens.
tested.
It's
It's getting
technical
tested.
stuff,
Yes,
na?
yes, yeah.
It
So
happens.
getting
हाँ.
tested. Our level best attempt is to get it released by the 1st of
Okay.
January.
1st of January.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And I'm at Pune Book Fair and at Ferguson College. Akansha Agrawal. Signing off.